My name is Jeffery Alan Ford. I'm autistic, and I'm a genius. I belong to 14 different high IQ societies, including MENSA, and I'm listed in the World Genius Directory, which is the who's who of the high IQ world. Every year, the World Genius Directory holds a global election to determine who will be the following year's Genius of the Year for Asia, Europe, and America, which includes both the North and South American continents. I'm very proud to be able to tell you that just several weeks ago, I was honored in the Michigan House of Representatives, receiving a special tribute for becoming the World Genius Directory's 2016 Genius of the Year for America. Which proves once again that there are people on the autism spectrum who can accomplish absolutely anything. The form of autism I have is called Asperger syndrome. Asperger's is the same form of autism that psychological experts now believe that Albert Einstein, Michelangelo, Mozart, and Charles Darwin had. And like many people who are autistic, my eyes are highly photosensitive. I am more socially awkward than I would like any of you to know. And large crowds, forget about it. So if I appear like I might be nervous tonight, it's for a very good reason. I am. But it's like what John Wayne said. John Wayne said that courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. And I have to tell you, I'm very happy that I saddled up to come to speak with you here tonight. Autism is not the only neurological condition that I possess. I also have another very rare neurological condition called Mobius Syndrome. Mobius Syndrome is an impairment of the 6th and 7th cranial nerves, which affects your vision and can cause varying degrees of facial paralysis. The way that this has manifested in my life is that as an adult, I am completely unable to drive a car. Believe me, nobody wants to see me out on the road. No, nobody wants that. And as a young child, I had a speech impediment that was so severe that I had to speak one syllable at a time until about the 4th grade. Another interesting fact about Mobius syndrome is that approximately 30% of people with Mobius also have an autism spectrum disorder. And I have to tell you, I'm very, very proud to be part of that 30%. When I was a young child, I was teased, I was bullied, I was made fun of, and most of all, to be honest, I was shunned. I used to absolutely hate how different I was from everybody else. But now, I truly love it. I absolutely love it, because I've used my differences to become a published author who's been read by millions of people all around the world. And the number one thing that I've learned is that my story isn't unique. My story is your story too, because it's our differences that make every single one of us special. Think about it for a moment. Who has ever fallen madly, passionately in love with someone because their lover reminded them of everybody else they ever met. Nobody, that's who. You only fall in love with someone if they touch you in a magical way that captures your heart. Now think about this. Who's ever risen to the pinnacle of their profession by thinking and doing things exactly like everybody else? Again, the answer is nobody. You have to dare to be different if you're ever going to dare to be great. And one thing I'd like to caution you all about, nobody should ever feel that you have to be a genius or that you have to wait until you're absolutely perfect at something before you start to make a difference in the world. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be perfectly you. But even that's not enough, because we also need to be able to accept, embrace, and to respect other people's differences as well. We can learn and gain so much from everybody we meet, no matter how unique they or their culture might first appear to us. And remember, just as your differences make you special, their differences make them pretty special too. Most importantly, there's a time in human history where we're going to have to take our differences and set them all aside so that we can come together, work side by side, hand in hand, to make sure that everyone is able to live in peace, eat nutritious foods, have access to clean, pure drinking water, be able to have an affordable higher education, and the best quality of health care possible. Because it will be then, and only then, that the human race will finally become fully human. Thank you.